So we got 2 new tractors at the farm. They dropped them off. We got a big tractor. It's got a seeder on the back of it, a pretty big seeder. They're planting some hay grazer with it, I believe. Anyways, it's 8520, duals on the back. It's a really nice tractor. It's got a big issue though. It's got a rear main seal that we need to tear into. It's gonna be a lot of work. So we're gonna get started on that soon. Today, after we look at these 2 tractors though, we're gonna run down south, check out the other farm, grab some hay down there, show you everything we got down there, what our plans are down there. So that's what we got on the 8520. It's a nice tractor, like I said. It's got duals, it's got a rear main seal. We're gonna need a lot of help, some cranes, all sorts of stuff. You're gonna have to tear it apart. I think even take the axle off. It's gonna be a pain. So we got that, and then inside we have a 4960 that we're gonna look at. Actually, first, I wanna put this back under the barn. So let's just, let's get this guy in the barn, and then we'll look at the 4960 and show you what we have to do to that one. Also, it has a planter on the back of that one. Whew. Might need to buy us one of these tractors. I love these newer models. They're so much more quiet, comfortable, and everything. It's so expensive, but something we'll look into. We don't really need anything this big until we start doing corn and planting and stuff like this as well. But man, I love this tractor. This thing's nice. So we got the 8520 in the barn. This 4960 has a 12-row planter on the back of it. This tractor's gonna be much easier. This is kind of very similar to the ones we have. 4960, it's got the duals on the back. It's really the only difference between what we have. The only thing we have to do to this one is the tires, they're not wide enough. So they want the duals to be wider than they are now. So we just gotta take this one off, widen it. It's gonna be kind of difficult. These are full of water. For weight, this tractor's a lot smaller than the 8520, weighs a lot less too. So that's the reason they add water to it, to help weigh the tractor down, give it better traction. It's got the engine power to pull it, but it doesn't have the traction. So they add water in these to make it heavier. So this one, we just got to split it. Much easier job. We'll look on the inside of this one. It'll have more stuff for the planter, but as far as the tractor itself goes, it'll be exactly the same as to what we use. Just slightly bigger engine, but other than that, it's not much difference. Let's see. All right, it's a little dark in here, I'm sorry, but as you can tell, it's the exact same setup as our tractor, just has the monitors for the planter. It's a nice tractor though. They're both nice tractors. Let's run down south, grab some hay, check out that farm, and then we'll come back to our main headquarters. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? So we made it down here. Got a lot of equipment to show y'all. Old junky. There, just got a little spear on the front for round bells. So down here we have 2 cutters. You see there, old New Holland kind of cutter. Got a 7230. It's a nice tractor. So that's nice, got a cutter there. Got a Kuhn cutter here. This is the exact same one that we have on our farm as well. So Kuhn cutter on this tractor, 6100. 6170R, I want to hop inside this one. This one's on the bell bearing. I'm excited to show you the bell bearing. I'll have y'all guess the price of the bell bearing too, because it was, it's not cheap. So I don't know much about the bell bearing yet. I haven't ran it, I'm gonna run it. So there's a lot of wiring involved with the bell bearing. It looks like this, and this is all part of it. I'll have to sit down and run it and figure it out. See exactly how that runs. So whenever it dries up, probably later this week or next week, we'll get to cutting our farm and this one, and then get back to belling. So here's the bell bearing. Let's get on this side and I'll show you it. There's the back of it, where the hay comes out. Comes out the back here. I'll have to step back so you can see the whole thing. So there it is. We'll walk through it. I'll try and learn it with y'all. So I haven't seen the bell bearing fully in action yet. From what I can gather, seems like a fairly simple yet complex system. So the hydraulic system shifts this out away from the tractor. And so this doesn't actually produce any of the square bells itself. It just ties all the square bells together. So you run separate square bellers. And this little belt system, it'll come through this chute. These are spinning. It'll shoot the bell into here. This belt will then throw the square bell into this tray right here. We'll send it into the system in there. And then in here, or under here rather, is where it'll gather the square bells itself and bundle them into that 21 bell bundle. I'm excited to see this run yet. I haven't seen it run, so I'm excited to see it run. So how much do you think that cost? Brand new. I'll give y'all a second to think about it before I tell you. $160,000 for that. This system has its own radiator. Back there has its own hydraulic fluid system as well, so it doesn't run off the tractor. The tractor won't be able to keep up for everything this has. There's a lot for me to learn on this. I need to see them running it. You got your tying system in here, it looks like. Keep all your twine in that one. I'm sure there's one on the other side as well, because it does 2 knots. It ties double knots. Let's go up top here and take a look. So here's the tying system. Like I said, it ties 4 times. You can see the bell in here. That's where it just tied them. See where it cuts all the ends off. Ooh, I hope this thing never breaks. There we go. New coon tedder. It's a nice one. It's much wider than the one we have at our farm. We got a new one of those. Only need 1 tedder. Only need 1 rake. Got a wheel rake. It's exactly like the one we have at our farm as well. So that works nice. Gotten better at stacking the hay here, as you can tell. Looks a lot better. We're taking all that back to our farm though today, because we've been selling like crazy. So that's everything in that shed back there. It's a pretty big shed. It's actually a lot bigger than the ones we have at our farm. Much taller, but can't really stack these bales too high, but it's still nice. Nice barn, brand new. This one up here, that's all the equipment we have in that one. More equipment in this one. So let's go see what we got over here. Ugh. All right, next barn. This one has all the supplies and stuff in it, as you'll see. Net wrap for round bale, some twine for all the square balers, bell bearings, more baler twine, more baler twine, more baler twine, and more baler twine. So in this one we got a 460M round baler, 2 case traditional square balers, exactly like the ones we have at our farm, 1 and 2. Another round baler, 468. This is exactly like the one we have on our farm, and a 4250. You might recognize this tractor. That's one we worked on not too long ago. So now it's down over here at this farm. It'll be running some of the hay stuff down here. And then we have another broken down square baler. An extra grappling system. It's about all the equipment down here. A lot of tractors, a lot of equipment actually. There's a lot of equipment. There's more tractors in another barn down there, but nothing too exciting that I'm gonna go show you. So that's what we got down here. Like I said, we got 7 inches of rain, so haven't been able to cut anything. Got a lot of acreage, as I showed you too, that needs to be cut. Pivot systems haven't been ran. 7 inches of rain, you know, you don't need to run them. So it'll probably be, I don't know, next week, maybe this weekend, we'll start cutting down here. Start cutting back at our place as well. So we're gonna finish loading up these trailers, get them back to our farm, because we're gonna sell, we've been selling hay so fast, everyone wants it. So load it back up, get them strapped down, and get on our way. More barns and more tractors way over there. Can't get there because it's too wet, but there is more stuff over there that we will end up checking out. And if you like to go fishing, that little pond is loaded. And when the day gets too long, I'm sure we'll end up using that as well, so. I got it. All right. One truck down. We don't have enough to actually fully load both trailers, so we're kind of part loading both. That'll be all the hay down here. There's nothing left. Well, that's one down. Let's load the next. All right. A little bit more. There we go. So she's strapped down and ready to rock. If you're wondering why some of these tractors have the skinny tires like this one, it's because it's the other guy's tractor and he uses them for fruits and vegetables because he does a lot of fruits and vegetables down here. So we're gonna go see some of that too, but for now we're using this one on the cutter. This little guy's got himself a mansion. All right, both trailers loaded. Let's get back to the main headquarters. We pull in with hay, they pull out with hay right after, so that's why we can't keep it in the barns, it's going so quick. Another big project we have is we need to widen the duals on this big tractor too. You can't seem to be pulling a lot of plows and stuff with this. We squish a lot of rows. They're just too close together. If y'all have any kids, are their toys always as muddy as ours? Holy cow. So thank you guys for watching. We had a busy day today. Work will begin on that 4960 and the 8520. You'll probably actually see it this week. A lot of videos coming this week on across all of our channels. If you did not know, we have other channels. Go follow them. They'll be in the channels tab, Hudson's Playground, Hudson's Playground Gaming, and then this one, Hudson's Farm and Tractor. Go follow our Instagram while you're doing all that. I'd appreciate it, why not, right? So, thank you guys for watching. Until next time, bye.